Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one's on the SVX, finally, not a Forester video like the last two have been. We're actually going to be working on the SVX today. Now, the main thing that I wanted to do today isn't going to happen. The bags, I thought they would have arrived a long time ago, but they haven't. There's been a little issue with the way that the bags are sealing. Now the people that make them have, we've been emailing back and forth and they told me that they're not happy with the way they're sealing, so they're kind of redesigning the actual bands that seal the bags. So that's the reason it's slightly delayed. But there's other things obviously for me to do on the car anyway. Bodywork wise, there's loads of bodywork stuff to do. So that's what the main thing we'll be doing today. Another thing is thank you to everyone who subscribed in the last month or so. It's nuts the amount it's gone up, and I just really appreciate all the new people that have liked the video, subscribed, and just generate into the build. It's just really nice. And if the channel grows, then we can do more stuff. I've got loads of ideas for other things, so let's hope it grows more and we can do other stuff. So yeah, let's get dusty. Now I did mess around last week with the camber just a little bit on the front wheels. You can probably see that I've been messing about with it just a little bit, just to make sure it's nice and flush. The thing I found out is that there is, well, the toe on both wheels is wildly out. That side is kind of out. That side is really out. So that's another thing I've got to add to the list of things to do. But really what I was doing a little bit on during the week is the over fenders. Now the over fender, on the left hand side is pretty much done. That one there, looking nice and clean. Cuts all nice, lines all nice. Now I was looking at the other side, and I don't know why I didn't notice it, but it wasn't as wide. It wasn't covering as much as the wheel as the other side. Now I swapped the tyres over, or the wheels round even, because there's different tyres on different sides, to make sure it wasn't that, and then I checked the camber, it wasn't that. So basically when I made it, I don't think I made it quite right. So it's going to take a lot of filling, a lot of sanding to get it to the right shape. Now you're probably thinking, oh, it's going to weigh an absolute ton. It does weigh an absolute ton, but these are going to be moulds. They're not going to be the final thing. Basically where I work, there is a fiberglass specialist next door to us, and they make parts for RX-7s, fiberglass bumpers, bonnets, all kinds of things like that, wide body kits. So they can take these and make them into, or use those as plugs basically, and make them into other over fenders and make them lighter. And same with the duckbill spoiler as well, which a lot of you guys are probably here from that video. Obviously it's not there, it's not done yet. It's down there. Again, that is going to be a plug, it's not going to be the final thing. And then once it's done, again, I'll get a mould of that, and then it'll all be good. I did a lot of sanding as you can see this week, trying to get the shape right. Now that's pretty much where I need to be on that point there. Obviously you can see it kind of bows in a little bit, so I need to work that out a little bit, flatten this down a touch there. So I've got my long block with me, long block and 80 grit, so let's get some sanding done. excuse the mask face. Okay, so what I was doing just then is just taking out a high spot in the over fender, just on the lower section there. Basically where I moulded it and kind of just whacked a load of fiberglass filler in there. It created a kind of bulge and it was pushing it out from the body line. It wasn't sitting flush and just at a nice angle. It had this weird kind of bulge in it. So that's what I was doing then, is just taking out that weird section there just to make sure it's got a nice line all the way up to here. Now obviously I have filled a load in here. Now it's got a section here which needs to be worked just a little bit. You can feel it straight away. It's definitely got a low spot there, and then here as well I need to work on a little bit at the back. I also need to work on this bit here as well. Loads to do on this one, but it's all in the details for stuff like this, and obviously I want the mould to be as good as possible. It's just going to take a lot of work and a lot of filling and a lot of sanding, but you know, it's definitely worth it in the end, because I want the car to be perfect. I've never had like a perfect car. I don't think there is such a thing as a perfect car, but I want it to be as perfect as possible. You know, I was thinking of well, I wanted to go to a show this year. It's my favourite show of the year, and I was thinking, oh, I want to get the car done for that show, but I think I'd be kind of cheating myself and you guys if I ended up rushing the build and getting it to that show, because it's a pretty unrealistic time frame. So basically I'm just going to take my sweet time with the car and get it as perfect as possible. You know, I want it to be a show winning car. I've never had a show winning car, and I want it to be a show winning car. So I think despite it taking a long time and you guys probably getting annoyed that it's not out and done, it will be done, but it's it'll be a bit slower than most builds, because I don't get that much time to work on it, and also still got to work on that guy there as well, because I miss him. I miss that guy, and he's pretty dusty, even though he has got a cover. It's not on him. Yeah, I've got some ideas for that as well, so yeah, some pretty big ideas, but we'll see about that. Right, a quick update. Covered in dust, surprise surprise. I've been filling and sanding and filling and sanding. The over fender is looking way better than it did before. It's actually the right shape now. Just waiting for a few last bits to dry there, and then pretty much the bulk of it is done. The shape's good. It's all kind of smooth. What I want to do now is basically kind of satisfy my curiosity. Right, what I want to do now is basically lower the back of the car. I wanted to do it on the bags, but obviously the bags aren't here yet, so what I'm going to do is just kind of wind the coilovers down a little bit more, just so we can get it flush, basically to the point where it will be on the bags, you know, this basically there. So yeah, let's take that off and wind it down and see how it looks. Pretty close, but obviously not quite. Basically the spring's just really loose in the coilover because I've wound it down so much. I can't go down any further on the bottom cup because the bottom cup touches the drive shaft rubber boot even, so I can't go any lower there. So I'm gonna just have to just live with that until the bags turn up, which should be next week, fingers crossed. But you know, that's, you know, it's giving me an idea of where I want to be. Obviously I want this to be touching that. Obviously I want that to be touching that as well. The preparation is going pretty well. I mean, a tiny bit of shaping left to do on that one, but I'm really happy with how that's turned out, because that's been in the back of my mind for a long time, that thing. So I'm glad to get it sorted. Cool. Right, bit of a short video this week. I have been really ill for the last week. Today's the first day I've actually been feeling a little bit better. So I thought I'd try and do something to the car, be it something very small and minor, just to show you guys that stuff is happening to the car. I am still alive, car's still alive. I really want to get the bags on, obviously, but I can't really do anything about that until they turn up. So, I mean, I'm hoping that's going to be in the next week, and the next video you see after this one is going to be the bags on the car, and then I can what I want to do is move the brat forward out of the garage, just so I can move the SVX forward, to get a proper look at it, really, just to look at the back of the car, the front of the car, just from a different angle, rather than sitting here in this garage and just having no real room to look around it and kind of gauge how it's actually going to look. So that's one of the things I want to do. Obviously I've got to tidy up in here first as well, which is an effort. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching the videos and subscribing, and again, for the new people that turned up, thank you so much for, you know, subscribing again and enjoying the videos and liking them or whatever. It means a lot, it really does, and I appreciate it very much. So plenty more to come, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Subscribe, you fools. Wonder this time where